Welcome. Today we will talk about the different types of private keys for your xrpdev account. So we will start in the sum app in here and we'll create a new account. And the sum app by default gives you here so-called secret numbers. So it's the first way of having a private key for the xrpdev, and I will just copy them here now. And this feature was, so currently the sum app is the only one, so the only software wallet that gives you this secret numbers, or would also sometimes call a numbers matrix. And these translate to a so-called family seed, but I will come back to it later. So right now I'm just going to copy that here. You can see here, so that's the thing you have to do. So if you ever create a new account in the sum app, it automatically gives you these secret numbers. You can see here I'm almost done. So 414843. And if you create those, this is your private key. So you would have to write these down here, okay? This one translates to a so-called family seed. And it's already the second way of having a private key to a xrpdev account is a family seed. And if you want to translate those, there's a program you can use. Also, there's a live version, but I would not recommend using it, or if you ever intend to use that, you would have to do it offline. And also have to verify that this is not a fake or anything like that. And you can see here that you just have to copy and paste, generally speaking, all of the fields in here. And after you did that, it's just reversing the meaning of the secret numbers into a so-called family seed. And this is the general way of having, so this family seed, that's the general way of having access to a account. So the family seed is more or less the private key to one account. So for this account here, that's the public address, sung with the R, that's the account, and that one here is the secret. And the secret always starts with an S. And these are also called the family seed. And you can see it here, it's the account secret, or also family seed. And right, so you can see that here. And like I said, this is just more or less a synonym, or this also translates into the secret here. And like I said, this is the general way. And now let's go to the third way of having a secret, so a more or less private key or general private key for your account, the so-called mnemonic. The mnemonic are whatever 12, 16, or 24 words usually. And if you generate one of these, they look like that. You can see here they just contain 12 words. These 12 words translate to a BIP39 seed, and this seed gets then derived by a derivation path. And this seeds and by the derivation path, you can generate multiple counts from that. And that's how, generally speaking, you can see here that right now the BIP for the derivation path is M44 144 00 more or less, and then you can derive multiple counts from that. And that's the third one. And you can also just take that and also import it into sum. So if we go back quickly, you can see here that it is also possible if you import an account. So you can see here, if you want full access to an account, you can see here you can either use the secret numbers. So the ones we copied before, it's very hard to enter these because you have to do it that way. Then you can use the family seed, which we used before. We translated this secret numbers into the secret. We can just copy that, and then it gets translated to this account here. You can see that. And then we can add it. That's the easiest way. So usually I prefer having the secret because it's just one long string. And keeping that one safe is easier than having like this number matrix. And the last thing you can do is you can, like I said, you can use the mnemonic. And in the sum app, you can also import a mnemonic based on a different length. And I will do it now with 12 because it's easier to enter. Because I will have to copy all of these here. So I'm gonna do it with you here. So you can see here that I can just copy these. Online would be the first word, denial, avocado, then easy, true. What else is in there? Gloom, omit, vanish, then parent oval, parent, oval, obvious, and giant. Alright, so after you enter these 12 words, then you can also just import the account. So then didn't check it. You can see here that the first one would be RPS, so it's taking, you can see on the derivation path, it's taking just the first one, M44144000, more or less, and it takes the first account here, which it finds. And you can see here it's the RPS, W, Y, whatever. And that's also how you can import that. So for example, if you do have a hardware wallet, which is your, like, more or less, if you use Ledger on S or X or also Trezor, then you can just import also the family seed into the sum app. But one thing, so I'm not always recommending that, so afterwards I would recommend removing it again, because usually you shouldn't, you know, like, what's the purpose of a hardware wallet if you intend to take the seed phrase and import into multiple software wallets? Then the safety is not given. So the sum app is totally safe and secure and all of that. But the idea of hardware wallets is that, so as we know, the hardware wallet only stores the seed phrase. And if you import it to multiple wallets, you can do that, but then it's only as strong as the weakest link. And as you know, the sum app stores your the only thing I would think is that maybe the sum app already translates the seed phrase into the family seed. So maybe it only stores the family seed and only your XRP account can get compromised. But still, it's also very unlikely that it can get compromised and the sum is totally safe to use. And even if hackers are able to retrieve the file data, the data is encrypted, and so it wouldn't worry either, but it's just generally speaking. But like I said, these are the 3 ways you can have these are the 3 ways a account can have its own private key. So like I said, we've got either secret numbers, the family seed, these 2 are the same more or less. And we've got the mnemonic, and from the mnemonic we derive it. So the sum app derives it with the derivation path, and then it gets just the first account, and that's what it's using. And also from the same mnemonic, you can also derive other accounts. So that's always what I'm trying to make people understand. From the BIP39 mnemonic, you can also derive any account of any other type, so any other blockchain technology. Do the same for ETH. From your mnemonic, you can use the same, for example, to generate your ETH address. You can see here with another derivation path, M4460, whatever, it derives here the first ETH address. Alright, so thanks for watching and see you in the next video.